Top 10 electric supercars you won't believe are made in China. Let's face it, over the years, Chinese car manufacturers weren't associated with unique design, cutting-edge technologies, and perfect build quality. However, these days seem to be long gone, especially on the all-electric sports cars market. We invite you to take a look at the EVs that might soon be racing on the streets, but you never would have thought to be made in China. Enjoy the ride! Techrules AT96. Techrules is a rather young and not yet widely known Chinese company that specializes in aerospace technologies. However, it made a lot of media noise when the Techrules AT96 concept was announced. It is one of the most powerful modern cars that are brought into motion by electric motors. AT96 has 6 of them, with a 2x2 motors alignment for rear wheels and 2 motors for the front ones. However, this auto is not a typical EV. Even though there are no combustion engines installed, the 20 kWh battery that powers electric motors is recharged by turbines that run on either aviation kerosene or conventional gasoline or diesel, so AT96 could be called a hybrid. However, we would rather put it in its own class of TREV, turbine recharging electric vehicle. Combined power of this concept's motors is 1044 horsepower and unimaginable 2100 pound-feet of torque. With a top speed of 220 miles per hour and 2.5 seconds 0 to 60 acceleration time, this is a hypercar with very scarce competition. Techrules Ren. This turbine recharging electric vehicle is the final production design of the series hypercar from Techrules, which is a follow-up to the concept AT96. As its predecessor, the Ren uses a turbine to generate electricity to recharge a 25 kWh battery that in turn fuels a 1300 horsepower 6-motor electric powertrain. This series model has slightly lower characteristics than AT96, as the engineers had to balance out all of the systems to ensure stability and safety of the car. Torque is at 1,725 pound-feet and top speed dropped to 200 miles per hour from 220. 0 to 60 acceleration time is 2.5 seconds and overall range is 1,250 miles on a full 21-gallon tank. The body of the car reminds a fighter jet, with the impression being enhanced by a fish fin spoiler on the back and a retractable cockpit canopy. The Ren can accommodate 3 people, with the driver taking central position in the manner of McLaren F1 and 2 passengers sitting on the sides. Techrules plans to start production of this monster in 2018 and 2 modifications, with the second one having slightly humbler performance characteristics. Kyon K50 event. The developers of Kyon claim that this is the first series electric supercar to be developed solely in China. This auto has a 400 horsepower electric powertrain with 480 pound-feet of torque that is transferred to the rear wheels. 0 to 60 acceleration stands at 5 seconds, and the maximum speed is some way electronically limited to 125 miles per hour. That is not at all impressive for a supercar. The charge is stored by the 41.1 kWh battery that provides 125 miles of range and could be restored to 100% in 6 hours. The Kyon K50 positions itself as a Tesla Model S rival on the Chinese market. However, in our opinion, it is still far behind its US rival, since Tesla's acceleration to 62 is at 3 seconds and its powertrain has much more impressive specs. Since both cars have similar price tags at about $100,000, rich Chinese car enthusiasts will have to make a choice whether to purchase a more advanced American Tesla or support the native manufacturer and buy Kyon K50. Neo EP9. This electric vehicle was designed and engineered in collaboration with Formula E specialists, who helped Neo EP9 to become a car that belongs to a very short list of road-legal vehicles with over 1,300 horsepower. The carbon fiber monocoque positively reflected on the overall weight of the car, and 3,825-pound EP9 is brought into motion with the help of 4 electric motors, one for each wheel. As a result, this hypercar is capable of hitting the speed of 62 miles per hour in just 2.7 seconds and continuing up to the top speed of 195 miles per hour. The installed and interchangeable battery system can guarantee up to 265 miles of continuous driving and comes with a quick charge option technology that needs only 45 minutes to be restored to the 100% charge. Neo EV. This car concept is the second model produced by the American-based Chinese-funded startup that became first known after delivering the world's fastest autonomous all-electric car, Neo EP9. With Neo EV, the developers are trying to enter the luxury market segment and change the way we're experiencing daily car rides. The EV is a spacious 5-seats pure electric vehicle that could be categorized as a minivan. It has wide sliding doors that provide access to a lounge-like cabin that will most likely remind you of the private jet's interior, with fully reclining seats and leather finishing. The cabin is very adaptable and could be rearranged just as your living room could. Do not expect to find the steering wheel or pedals inside. Those will only reveal themselves from the dashboard if the car needs to hand over control. Otherwise, state-of-the-art technology will drive this vehicle autonomously to your final destination, and you will be able to relax, watch some TV, browse the internet, or do anything you want as if you were at home. Moreover, Neo's package includes an artificial intelligence companion called Nomi that will learn about your interests, likes, cabin environment preferences, and will make sure that you're always enjoying the ride. Wind Booster Titan. Meet the spectacular Wind Booster Titan, an electric sports car from China that emanates pure speed and power with its every line. This car was manufactured by Wind Booster Car Corporation and should serve as a business card for this company to enter the EV market. The Titan's design was inspired by iconic McLaren P1 and Lotus models, but it is still independent and unique. This auto is powered by 2 electric motors, one for each rear wheel, that have combined output of 500 horsepower and 737 pound-feet of torque. Wind Booster can accelerate to 62 miles from a standstill in 3.9 seconds, speeding to the max velocity of 163 miles per hour. The Titan's range is at 250 miles on a single charge, with fast charge option of 1.5 hours. Since this is the first attempt of this manufacturer to engineer a car, it does miss a sophisticated infotainment system that we have come to expect from an EV. However, the sporty minimalistic interior is still rather appealing. ArcFox 7. Beijing Auto is the company manufacturer behind a strong all-electric concept called ArcFox 7. Designed by the European division of BAIC in Barcelona, this auto has a carbon fiber body and a chassis that is similar to that of Formula E racing cars. This light construction allows the powerful 600 HP electric motor to accelerate ArcFox 7 from 0 to 62 in 3 seconds and all the way up to 160 miles per hour. The range of this car is limited to 180 miles if driven at moderate speeds, and since this company solely specializes in electric vehicles, provided specs sound to be credible. The design of this EV reminds us a LaFerrari. However, it has that futuristic vibe to it that all the electric vehicles have these days. You can enter the car through scissors doors and will find a comfortable interior performed with the use of solely eco-friendly biodegradable materials. And of course, the interior features a sophisticated high-tech infotainment system with fingerprint driver recognition, multiple displays, and touchscreen controls. Thunder Power EV. This auto comes from a Hong Kong-based company, Thunder Power, that has a long history of manufacturing electric power tools but is now looking into entering the EV market. Their first attempt is a 4-door sedan that should be a start to the whole lineup of vehicles. The manufacturer plans to use a flexible chassis design that will accommodate various car bodies from sedans to SUVs. As for the tech specs of the first Thunder Power EV, it should have a 429 horsepower electric powertrain with 410 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 62 acceleration of 5 seconds, and the top speed of 155 miles. On the impressive spectrum of this car's characteristics lies its range. With the 125 kWh battery, Thunder is promised to have remarkable 400 miles of range. that is almost 100 miles higher than that of the gold standard Tesla Model S. So with the expected price of $50,000, this adventurously designed car could become rather popular among car drivers. Auto Singulate. This Chinese startup is making headlines ever since introducing its Singulate concept in 2016, and after securing $600 million in venture funding, it seems to be destined to deliver a serious production model to the market in the nearest future. The Singulate is an all-electric vehicle that has the body of an SUV with hull doors. This vehicle is intended to satisfy the needs of young dwellers of megacities like Shanghai and Beijing, who are trying to avoid restrictions of driving within inner cities imposed on gasoline cars by local authorities. This car will have a 250 miles range and shall be fully autonomous. One standout detail of this vehicle is an unprecedented infotainment system that will consist of 3 displays totaling in 42 inches. By the year 2020, Zhiche is planning on delivering 200,000 vehicles per year and wants to become the major player on the Chinese EV market. Ecola See Pro. Recently, we have heard a lot of news about so-called Tesla rivals from China, but Le Eco Pro seems to be the most promising of them all. The exterior of this 4-door coupe is complemented by a stylish panoramic roof and a smooth bodyline. When looking at the interior, you won't be able to miss the fact that the manufacturer made a huge bet on interactive technologies and advanced electronics. Ecola See Pro comes with a fully autonomous control system, after the activation of which the steering wheel automatically hides inside the dashboard. Le See Pro is designed mainly for Chinese consumers who can't afford Model S, which is even more expensive in China than in the US. At this time, this Chinese Tesla rival is going through final road tests and is expected to be produced in newest company factory in China soon. Thanks for sticking around till the end. If you like this video, feel free to check out some of our previous releases or hit that subscribe button to get notifications when new content comes out. Do not forget to like and leave a comment below to let us know what top list you would like to see in the next episode. Just follow the link in the description below.